Knowledge of the strategic planning process. The organizations rely on structured planning to achieve long-term objectives, allocate resources effectively, and maintain competitive advantage. Strategic planning is the process through which organizations define future goals, evaluate internal and external conditions, and establish coordinated actions to achieve desired outcomes. FP&A professionals play an increasingly important role within this process because financial analysis, forecasting, and scenario modeling support strategic decision-making. Effective strategic planning improves organizational alignment, strengthens operational focus, and enhances management's ability to respond proactively to changing economic conditions, competitive pressures, and evolving market opportunities. The strategic planning process generally begins with defining the organization's mission, vision, and long-term objectives. The mission explains the organization's purpose and core activities, while the vision describes the desired future state the company seeks to achieve. Leadership teams establish strategic goals related to growth, profitability, market share, operational efficiency, innovation, or customer value creation. FP&A professionals support this phase by translating broad business objectives into measurable financial targets and operational metrics. Clear strategic objectives provide direction for budgeting, forecasting, investment planning, and performance management activities. Well-defined goals also improve organizational coordination by aligning departments, business units, and operational activities with overall corporate priorities and strategic expectations. Environmental and competitive analysis are essential components of strategic planning because organizations must understand both internal capabilities and external market conditions before making strategic decisions. Companies frequently use frameworks such as SWOT analysis, Porter's 5 forces, pest analysis, and benchmarking studies to evaluate strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, industry dynamics, and macroeconomic trends. FP&A professionals contribute by analyzing financial performance, market conditions, competitor behavior, operational risks, and industry benchmarks. Historical financial data, market research, economic indicators, and operational metrics support strategic evaluations and forecasting assumptions. Strong environmental analysis improves management's ability to identify growth opportunities, anticipate risks, and allocate resources effectively within competitive and uncertain business environments. Strategic planning also involves developing financial plans, forecasts, and scenario analyses that evaluate the potential impact of alternative business strategies. FP&A teams play a critical role by creating financial models that estimate future revenues, expenses, profitability, cash flows, and capital requirements under different assumptions and market conditions. Scenario planning helps organizations evaluate best case, base case, and worst case outcomes, improving preparedness and risk management capabilities. Strategic financial planning generally spans multiple years and connects long-term objectives with operational budgets and performance targets. Effective forecasting and financial analysis ensure that strategic initiatives remain financially viable and aligned with organizational capabilities, available resources, and acceptable risk levels. Implementation and execution are critical phases of the strategic planning process because even well-designed strategies fail without operational alignment and accountability. Organizations translate strategic objectives into departmental goals, budgets, operational plans, key performance indicators, and specific action steps. Operational planning supports execution by defining timelines, responsibilities, workflows, and resource requirements necessary to achieve strategic objectives. FP&A professionals monitor performance against strategic targets through variance analysis, dashboards, forecasting updates, and performance reporting activities. Continuous monitoring allows management to identify operational issues, evaluate progress, and make adjustments when business conditions change. Strong communication and collaboration across departments improve execution quality and organizational responsiveness throughout the strategic planning cycle. Modern strategic planning increasingly emphasizes agility, continuous forecasting, and data-driven decision-making because organizations operate in highly dynamic and uncertain environments. Traditional static planning models are often supplemented with rolling forecasts, predictive analytics, and real-time performance monitoring systems to improve responsiveness and strategic flexibility. Technology platforms, business intelligence tools, and integrated FP&A systems support faster analysis, collaboration, and scenario modeling capabilities across organizations. FP&A professionals now serve as strategic business partners who combine financial expertise with operational insight, risk analysis, and strategic thinking. Mastery of the strategic planning process enables finance professionals to improve forecasting accuracy, strengthen organizational alignment, support executive decision-making, and contribute directly to sustainable long-term enterprise value creation.